Alright guys, my name is Shervin. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about how to get rich for real. Now let me just say, this is not one of those scammy videos where someone tries to convince you can make a lot of money by just sitting down on a beach and not doing any work. I'm pretty sure you can find those videos elsewhere on YouTube. But what we are going to talk about in this video are simple, actionable steps that everyone can take in order to get better with handling money and as a result get rich. Now these are important fundamentals about how to deal with money that really should be taught to everyone in school. In fact, it is crazy to me that this stuff is not taught in school and so many people suffer financially throughout their lives because of it. But don't you worry, because if you watch till the end of this video, I'm going to walk you through these 5 important principles about how to deal with money that everyone should abide by. And I guarantee you, if you just do these things that I'm about to tell you, you will end up saving a lot more money and get a lot richer than you would have otherwise in the next couple of years. So make sure to watch till the end, and all that this information is going to cost you is 1 like down below for the YouTube algorithm. Now I know that most of you have done it already, but for those of you who haven't yet, it only takes you a second to smash that like button down below, but it helps me out a lot when it comes to other people finding my videos on YouTube. So if you could just take the time and do it, I'd really appreciate it. But alright, with that said, let's get into the first principle, and that is living below your means. Now this essentially means spending less money on maintaining your lifestyle than what you're actually making as your salary. Now, there are 2 reasons why this is so important. The first one is a little bit more obvious, and that is that if you're spending everything that you're earning through your salary, then there's really no money left for you to have money. For example, if you earn $100,000 a year from your salary after tax, but you're spending all that money on your rent, on your car, on your vacations, on going out to restaurants, on all the other stuff that you're buying, if you just spend all the money that comes in right away, then really there's no money left for you to have on your hands. You're never going to actually have any money because everything that is coming in is going out immediately. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of thinking, well, it's okay for me to spend all the money that I'm earning because in a couple of years, I'm going to get a new job that pays me a higher salary, or I'm going to get a promotion, or I'm going to get a pay rise. So I'm going to earn more money and I can start saving the excess money then. But for now, I can just enjoy my life. Now, the problem with this line of thinking is what is known as lifestyle inflation. Now, lifestyle inflation essentially means that when people start earning more money, they actually end up spending more money as a result of that as well. For example, the person who was earning $100,000 a year, they might get a promotion and start making $130,000 a year instead. Now, all of a sudden, they might move to a new apartment that is slightly more expensive. They might get a new car that is slightly more expensive. They might go out more often or go on more vacations. And all of a sudden, that $30,000 that they were earning more than before is gone as well. It is absolutely insane how often this happens to all kinds of people. And it is very important for you to make sure you avoid this train of thought and avoid lifestyle inflation as much as possible. Now, the best way to go about this is to have a set budget of how much you are going to spend on a yearly basis. So have a set budget for how much you want to spend on rent, how much you want to spend on your car, how much you want to spend on vacations and trips, how much you want to spend on going out with friends and family, how much you're spending on your insurance, how much you're spending on your bills, and all sorts of other spendings that you have in your life. Just have it all laid out in a complete budget and just stick to that number, whatever it is. Just stick to that number no matter how much you're earning as your income. This way you will avoid falling into the trap of spending more money as you start earning more money. Now, the next principle is that once you have set that budget of how much you're spending every year, just save and invest the rest. Now, it might sound obvious to do, but it is very important that you consistently take that extra money coming in and put it away immediately in a savings or an investing account and just don't touch it. This way, you are much less likely to spend that money on something that you don't need anyways, and you are much more likely to actually stick to your own budget. Now, it is usually a good idea to have about 6 months to a year worth of your expenses saved up in an emergency fund in a high interest savings account. This will mean that you always have enough money saved up in a bank account just in case any emergencies arise, whether it is you getting laid off from your job or some other emergency expenses that you didn't expect to have. You always have enough money to cover it right away. Now, you should do some research to find the best savings account that gives you the highest interest rate within your area. But here in Canada, the best savings account by a mile is the EQ Bank savings account. Now, whereas the 5 major banks in Canada give you an interest rate of 0.1% or lower, the EQ Bank savings account gives you an interest rate of 1.25%, which just destroys the competition. On top of that, this account comes with no fees whatsoever, is extremely reliable, and also allows you to have unlimited transactions. Now, I should also mention that if you are planning on opening an EQ Bank account anyways, then make sure to use my referral link down below in the description so that you can get $20 for free just for opening up your account using that link. So this way you get $20 for free and you also get to support the channel in the meantime, which I really appreciate. Now, once you have 6 months to a year worth of your expenses saved up in an emergency fund, you should put all the rest of your money into investments. And don't use excuses like I've never invested before or I don't even know where to start when it comes to investing. There are tons of videos on YouTube, including on my own channel, where I describe exactly how you go about investing, how you start out, which accounts you should use, which investments are good options right now. You can learn all of that by just spending a little bit of time just to learn how things work. Now, speaking of investments, the next thing that you should do is to open a retirement account as soon as possible. Here in Canada, the most prominent retirement account is the RRSP, which stands for the Registered Retirement Savings Plan. Now, using this account, you can contribute to your retirement fund consistently, and as well as that, you get to lower your taxes every single year that you're contributing to this account. And if you want to learn more about how that works or how this account works in general, feel free to check my video out about the RRSP. Now, the next important principle is to always pay off your credit cards on time and in full. Now, this is extremely important as any unpaid balance on your credit cards will receive an enormous interest rate that you have to pay off as well. In fact, these interest rates are much higher than any investment will ever gain you. So it is very important that you first pay off all your credit cards in full and then and only then think about spending your money or investing into something else. Now, the same goes for any other high interest rate loans that you have. Whether you have a high interest rate student loan or a high interest rate car loan, whatever it is, just make sure to pay those off before doing anything else. Now, on the other hand, if you have a low interest rate loan, like a mortgage or a 1% student loan, then you don't have to go out of your way to pay those off immediately, and you can just pay the minimum payments on a consistent basis. Now, last but not least, you should always be looking for side hustles, even if they just start out as a hobby. This could be something like starting your own YouTube channel, or doing some stuff on Fiverr, or maybe teaching a class on Skillshare, or maybe making a course for Udemy. Whatever it is, whatever you feel like you can do and contribute some value to people, just do it. Just put a little bit of your free time aside and just spend a little bit of time on doing these side hustles. Even if you just do them as a hobby, even if they don't make any money right away, just do something and put yourself out there. Do this because if you do it consistently and you actually do a good enough job, you will eventually start making some money from your side hustles as well. And that is only more money coming in every month that can help you build your wealth. And even if things don't pan out the way you thought it would, you can always try something else later on. Now, these are the 5 principles that is very important for everyone to abide by, and I guarantee you once more, if you just do these 5 things, I guarantee you will start making a lot more money in the coming years than you were already. So start getting your expenses in order, start writing a budget, make sure you're saving and investing the difference, and also start looking at side hustles. Alright, so that's about it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to smash the subscribe button down below and join the community. I make 3 new videos a week on personal finance and investing, and by subscribing to the channel, you get to see all my new videos right as it comes out. Also, if you have any questions about any of the stuff that we talked about today, make sure to let me know in the comment sections down below where I always answer every single question that comes in. Alright, so that's about it, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheers.